Welcome to the Education Innovators Podcast. I'm Eric Byron. This is season 4, and it is my privilege to host this show where I get to talk with thought leaders and experts from all over the world. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get started. So my last short solo episode was me basically admitting that I had overestimated the potential of Khanmigo as an AI tutor. So this week, I'm going to attempt to be more objective as I consider Sal Khan's latest initiative, the Khan TED Institute. So Khanmigo didn't revolutionize education as promised, but Sal Khan is undeterred. Now he's attempting to disrupt traditional higher education by establishing an institution that can issue accredited bachelor's degrees for under $10,000. So to put that in perspective, a typical, traditional 4-year college degree in the U.S. Would cost anywhere from $40,000 to $200,000. And that's according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Now, the low end of that $40,000 price tag is based on students receiving aid and that they're living at home. Okay, so not realistic for many students. All right, so a significant, price reduction here, trying to make education more accessible. Give them kudos for that. All right. But let's break this down and see what they're proposing and why. I do think this is interesting to keep an eye on, although I'm being, say, less optimistic about it. So first, I love that they're moving away from the concept of credit hours. So because credit hours, right, ties your education to like hours and seats, right? How many hours a student spends in class or on campus. So the Khan TED Institute, uses a competency-based or mastery-based pedagogy that is not time-boxed. So you work towards, achieving mastery of these competencies, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. So this sounds really good, conceptually. But of course, it depends on what those competencies are and how, mastery is achieved or assessed. So it seems that they're taking direction from companies like Google and Microsoft and Accenture and Bain and Company, McKinsey, Replit, right? Big name companies. And of course, the criticism here is that you have a relatively small number of companies that may be dictating what they want to see in graduates that would make them employable. So maybe this makes sense, or maybe it's overly I want to call it practical, right? That this is really focused on employability and may lose some of the, like critical thinking and higher level cognitive skills that traditional universities, at least believe that they develop in students. So now, the other side of this, of course, is the assessment, right? So it's fine to say that, students are working towards mastery of durable skills necessary, for the workplace and future jobs. But how do you determine that they've achieved mastery? So they're partnering with educational testing services, or ETS, to perform the assessments. So ETS is this massive organization that somehow maintains a nonprofit status, even though they make something like $1 billion a year in revenue. Anyway. We won't get into that. They're a nonprofit, as is Khan Academy and TED, right? So 3 nonprofits coming together here to do this. But ETS, so these are the guys that do much of the standardized testing we're familiar with. So the GRE, the TOEFL, parts of the SAT, right? College entrance exams. So it raises a bit of a concern, I guess, about their methodology and whether or not they can really, be innovative in this new type of assessment of durable skills, right? So anyway, so we're talking about examples of these durable skills they highlight are public speaking, leadership, peer tutoring, and critical judgment. So, yeah, I'm not going to say this is easy. They do sound like good skills to have, though. So, I almost forgot to mention the TED component of this, right? So TED is this organization that speakers and TED Talks, right? So what's their role in this endeavor? So TED is supposed to be bringing the human factor here, the human touch to the program. Now, the degrees will be effectively entirely online education, but their claim here is that TED is going to give students access to speakers and thought leaders who've done TED Talks, and that because TED also has kind of local organizations or local chapters, and so they're going to try and leverage that so that the students, even though they're online, can find a meetup in their local city, and have some human-to-human FaceTime. Okay. All right. So conclusions. I love that it's competency-based, but I'm honestly quite skeptical about the partnerships involved here and how they're going to execute this effectively. I hope that they're paying attention to what University of the People, has been doing in this space, right? Accessible, high quality, higher education, accredited degrees as well. If you didn't see my episode with Shai Reshef, the founder of University of the People, please look for that. I mean, a really, really good episode, and you should definitely check that out if you're interested in this topic. I'm Eric Byron. Thanks for listening to the Education Innovators Podcast, and thanks to all those education innovators out there, including Sal Khan. You are making a difference.